Okay, so this is almost 3 days that this grape juice has been sitting here without refrigeration. I don't know if you can see here very well in the video, but it is fermenting. It definitely has a smell of alcohol. Hopefully you can see the bubbles coming up. And so it is true that grape juice does not stay grape juice for very long. And no yeast was added to this. The grapes were just ground up and crushed, and the natural yeast that God created that's in the air, that's flying around, lands on the grapes, apparently was either in the air or on the grapes themselves, and that's why this grape juice, non-alcoholic wine, turned to wine within just a few days. Now this is my first time doing this, as I said. I'm going to crush this up. Let's see, maybe you can see a little better. I don't know if you can see some bubbles coming up, but when you push this down, you can see all the bubbles from I guess that's carbon dioxide from the yeast. There, you're supposed to push that down so oxygen, I think, can get to them. And you can see the bubbles. That's carbon dioxide from the yeast. This is grapes that were just crushed up and left to sit. It hasn't even been 3 full days yet. Now, let's take this. We'll take a little bit out and we'll strain it. Nothing has been added to this. There's the so-called non-alcoholic wine that they used in the Bible, according to some, that is just grape juice. Now, this definitely has alcohol. I did not add anything to it. That was just what happens, because God made yeast, He made this process, and it just happens naturally. So, I'll continue with this experiment, but so far I've learned that it's true that there's no such thing as grape juice more than a couple of days, unless you put it through some processes like the Welch's company does and other companies. You could freeze it, you could pasteurize it. I'll have to research when did those kind of things started. But this is grape juice turned to wine naturally.